Hey, Scott Lara, thecruisegenius.com. This video brought to you by GigSky. If you're concerned about a high cell phone bill on a cruise or when you travel overseas, GigSky is the answer. Go to gigsky.com, check out all the details, then email me, slara1961@gmail.com. I'll give you a super secret link and promo code for 10% off your GigSky data plan. What's free and what's not free on a cruise. And I'll try to do this from memory. Look at the description with this video and it'll tell you everything. What's free? Basic drinks, right? So I mean, if you go up and get water or you get like tea or something, coffee, the basic, those are free beverages. What's free? Let's go, the shows, right? The main show in the theater. Maybe the game shows on Carnival, those are free. So there's free shows like that. The gym and like the sauna and spa. On most cruise ships, that's free. We can go work out, or you go sit in the sauna, or you go ride the treadmill or the bike. Those activities are free. Going to the art show, that's free if they have a Park West Gallery art show. Now if you're gonna buy some art, that's gonna be extra, but going to the art show. There's other activities that are free, like the line dancing and the parties and the silent disco. They give you those little things and you're dancing around, everybody watches, laughs how you dance, but you're listening to Darude or Tiesto or I'm Good, whatever, that stuff. So there's lots of free things on a cruise, which makes it a great vacation option. Now let's talk about what's not free. Oh, let me just say this real quick. What's free on Virgin Voyages is the Wi-Fi and the gratuities. So there isn't an extra charge for that. Of course, no kids. So Virgin Voyages definitely has a lock on free. They also have free things. I think soda is free and other things on Virgin Voyages. Okay, let's talk now about what's not free. Okay, let's talk about what's not free. Laundry. Now, if you have certain loyalty, like on Holland America or Carnival, you may get a free bag of laundry, okay? But what's not free is the laundry for the most part. Like if you're on a 14-day cruise, you got to do your laundry, that's gonna be extra. The Wi-Fi, as I mentioned, is not free on most cruise lines. And of course, you can use GigSky as an alternative for that. Photos. Let's say you want to, you're getting your picture taken by the ship's crew. Hey, there's the photos. Now you can buy a photo package that may save you some money, but photos are extra. The casino, that's going to be extra. I mean, you're going to be putting money in the one-armed bandit or roulette or craps or whatever. That's going to be extra. Shore excursions are extra. Now, of course, if you have a loyalty program deal like with Carnival, Holland America, you may get 10% off, 20% off a shore excursion. Check with your travel agent for details on that, but shore excursions are extra. Swimming with the sharks, swimming with the pigs, swimming with the dolphins, catamaran ride, riding a go-kart, riding a tricycle, whatever it is. The shore excursions are extra. On some cruise ships, they have back of the house, back of the scenes, tours. So that's going to be extra. Back in the day on Carnival, they gave a free tour of the bridge and the line would be a mile long, but it was cool walking across the bridge wing and taking pictures, and that was neat back in the day. What's not free? I think I mentioned the specialty restaurants. If you're going to go to the Pinnacle Grill, Tuscan Grill, Canaletto, those specialty restaurants are free. Now, a lot of people have said that cruise ships kind of have basic food in the main dining room to drive you up to the specialty restaurants. I don't know about that. But the fact of the matter is, going to the specialty restaurants, number one, there's going to be fewer people. Number two, the food's going to be better. Number three, the service is 110% better. And you may get a window seat. Like, for example, Tuscan Grill on the Solstice class celebrity ships, if you can get that aft window seat, man, that's great. Now again, the caveat is on Virgin Voyages, there are no specialty restaurants. So the Wake, Razzle Dazzle, Test Kitchen, all the restaurants on Virgin Voyages are included in your cruise fare. Now the deal with that though is you got to get on the app, and man, you got to plug that in as soon as you can to get reservations, unless you want to eat at 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night. But I've sailed on Virgin Voyages. My daughter and son-in-law have sailed on Virgin Voyages twice. And sometimes getting the perfect time to go to the restaurant can be difficult. So you may want to talk to the maitre d', slip them a 50, boom, you're good to go. What is also extra cost on a cruise ship? Like they may have like specialty gym things, like maybe Pilates is extra, or some other treatment, your massages or your nails or your hair. So the spa treatment stuff is probably going to be extra. On Virgin Voyages, getting a tattoo is extra. You can get a tattoo on Virgin Voyages, which I think is pretty cool. What else is free? I know what we're talking about not free, but let's bounce back to what's free. The private islands like Half Moon Cay, Coco Cay, Half Moon Cay, Ocean Cay. Getting off the ship on the private islands is free. Now, there's going to be extra stuff. It may cost you extra to rent a beach chair. It may cost you extra to have an umbrella. It may cost you extra for the cabana. If you want to spend, Half Moon Cay, they got these great cabanas. They got an air conditioner. You may have a butler. You may get some fruit. Even like on Coco Cay, it can be very, very costly at Coco Cay. They have a special. They have a the extra, cabana, is going to, or an extra area, a different area that's going to cost you extra. But for the most part, a lot of stuff is included on your cruise vacation, which, you always hear the words all-inclusive, right? Well, the only thing that's really all-inclusive is like resorts, like the Palladium, TRS, Sandals. That's going to be pretty much 100% free. But, the stuff that's going to be free on the cruises, like I said, the shows, the main buffet upstairs is going to be free. The water, lemonade, iced tea, that's going to be free. But the extra costs, the specialty restaurants, the photos, the shore excursions, there's extra costs too. And that's where, the cruise line's going to make some extra money on that. Because the accountants on the 19th floor down in Miami, they know what it costs. And now cruises are sailing full pretty much. So they know they're going to cover their costs on certain things. But the one thing I do want to ask you to Google is Peter Greenberg, Cruise Inc. That was a special that Peter did years ago on CNBC, and you can still watch it online. And he talks about if the ship breaks even, makes money, loses money. And he interviewed the then CEO of NCL, and was talking to him about, making the money on the cruise if they break even. But, now after COVID, the cruise lines are recouping the money they lost during COVID. They're building bigger and bigger ships like Icon class, and they're putting them on the ships. That's what MSC has done. MSC is building these big ships, pack them to the top, and so MSC may sell the cruise for a little bit less, but they're going to charge you for like that specialty restaurant. They're going to charge you for the yacht club, which is that elevated experience, kind of like the Haven on NCL. So they are going to make money, but I will tell you, being a U.S. Navy veteran, I still believe cruising, even though it's more costly than it was pre-COVID, is a great vacation option for kids, for families, grandparents taking their grandkids. I've mentioned before that we went with my grandkids. They're 7 and 5. Of the last 2 years, we went on Carnival Liberty and we went on MSC Seashore. And the kids had a great time, especially on the seashore. The Kids Club, the Splash Pad, Pirates Cove, had a blast. I know they'd have a blast on Icon, but again, that's going to be more costly. But you have the different neighborhoods on the Icon class ships. I think they'd love Oasis too, Oasis class ships. But cruising continues to be a great vacation option. You basically unpack once. Even though if it's a 3 or a 4 day cruise, you may go to Nassau and you'll go to a private island. But still, it's a great option. The only thing I would say is, please book early. Do not wait till the last minute. You're not going to get a good cabin selection. It may be more costly if you wait till the day you sail, and you're going to have a whole lot less options, a lot fewer options. because if you book ahead of time, and you email me, slayer1961@gmail.com, I can help you with those different cabin locations so you're not underneath the casino, you're not on top of the show lounge, you're not by a bow thruster, you're not by an anchor. So email me, let me know how I can help you. But again, free stuff, lots of free stuff on cruises. There's other stuff that's going to cost you extra money. Scott Lara, thecruisegenius.com. Like and subscribe. I hope you have a great day, and looking forward to the weekend. Thanks.